Hello, hello. Are we here? Are we live? Oh, why can I hear myself? That's not good. Can I hear myself now? I can still hear myself. Yo, over on YouTube, do you guys have music right now? Also, hello, hello. Sorry, I just try to fix things before we start. Hello, hello, Brickwall. Hello, Saturn. Hello, Caleb. Do you guys have music over on YouTube, or is there no music in the background? Nope, no music. And on Twitch, do you have music working well? I just get a confirmation. Okay, perfect. Now I just gotta fix the feedback on my mic. Uh, hello. Wait. Can you guys hear me now? Yeah. Can you guys still hear me? I think I figured out what the feedback on my mic was. No music on YouTube. Yeah, that's normal. You guys can't hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I muted? Hello, 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 hello. No, we can hear me. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I fixed the feedback because I was hearing my own voice for a while. Yeah. Okay. So I think everything's working fine. Hello, Nate. Hello, Saturn. Hello, Carlos. How y'all doing? Yeah. So basically, I've just implemented a song request system. So you guys on Twitch can actually like request songs, and it adds them to the queue. You can hear it on Twitch as well. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you can request songs, and it should add them to the queue, and that way we can vibe to some songs together. Whoa, what happened? What's up? Chill. How do I request song? It should be exclamation mark song request and then your song. Oh, but let me just make sure. I might have it at subscriber only right now. Let me just make sure that's not the case. You have the other live still upcoming, lol? What do you mean? Did it start like a new live stream? And like the other one is still upcoming? I generally think you look like Gotham Chess. I can see it, yeah. I've got that crazy hair. Yeah, it did. Okay, so the other, I don't know what to do about that. Whatever. It is what it is for now. Yeah, let me. Okay, so I see that Riptide added a song to the queue. We can also test the skip command. If you guys do exclamation mark skip, it should do like a vote skip. We can test that out. And I think if like 3 people vote skip, you can go to the next song. And while you guys test that out, so that it goes to okay, perfect. So that works. Yeah, let me just check. So your requests. Friends are turning green. Okay, so song requests. Okay, I have it at subscriber level. I'll put it for everyone. Everyone, and I'll put like a 50 points command cost. I'll save that. All right. Okay, so now everyone should be able to put songs in. Ing forgot about the whole I don't want to get copyrighted. So here's the thing. Basically that's the reason why I have no music on YouTube. Because on YouTube it'll definitely get copyrighted. On Twitch, I am splitting it so that you can only hear it live, the music, but when it saves to the VOD, you don't hear the music because it's on different audio tracks. So it's a whole setup that actually lets us do this. But unfortunately, it makes it so that we're not putting music on YouTube. For future streams, I'm going to try and there is a way to like pipeline some copyright free music into YouTube as well while we play our own songs on Twitch. So I'll try to figure that out for next time. I feel like 50 points is too cheap, and some people might spam it. What are we waiting on? Nothing. We're just testing the songs. Basically, if you go on Twitch, you can request songs, and it puts them in a queue, and that way, like, you guys control the songs on stream, which is pretty cool. So yeah, just that's why the stream started a bit late, because I was setting all that up for y'all. But yeah, if you're on YouTube, you're not going to be able to hear the songs, which is unfortunate. But feel free to put your own tunes on, while I do stuff, because I'm never going to put music on myself. So you can put your own jams on. How do I see a list of commands? It should be exclamation mark commands, I think. Do music videos only work? No. Well, it has to be links, YouTube links. You do exclamation mark song request, or you can also do exclamation mark SR, and then a YouTube link. No, not links. Links don't work. Oh, is it because some people can't put links? You have to put the you have to put the name. But I have links enabled. Or maybe it's just for moderators. What are we doing today? Today we're going to be doing some watercolor. As you might see, we have a canvas here. Oh yeah, let me also put a spot for the reference. Put it like up here. That could be fine. All right, let me move this more here, and then the reference can actually things on my overlay. Reference can go here, and on YouTube also add. So yeah, just like you guys just gotta bear with me for like another like maybe 10-15 minutes as I just set things up, because this whole thing has been a journey. Yeah. but watercolor is what we're going to be doing if you hang around. All right, so I want to also add the reference view onto YouTube. Smaller though, we'll put it next to my face like that. That's fine. All right. Does the song have to be on Spotify, YouTube? YouTube. Hey, Ink, are you able to remove the music vid from the overlay? Why do you not like it? Is it bad? Why should I remove it from the overlay? Is it because like is it because the just in general? I think I can just where is it? Well, I can put it out of frame. I can put it out of frame, and so it still plays, but you guys don't see it. So if we want to move it out of the overlay, I can. But yeah, I thought it was cool on the overlay. Actually, we could make it a bit smaller. It doesn't have to be that big. Reference like that. All right. Because it's hard to appear. It's hard to control what appears in a music vid, and if it's against TOS. Do most people not show it? Am I best just keeping it off screen? You think? Most don't. All right. All right. Well, we'll keep it off screen then. You can see more of my beautiful body. All right. Are we good? Are we coolio? Maybe make it partially transparent. Well, I mean, it's either I like have it or don't, right? We kind of landed on it's best not to have it. Even if it's partially transparent, if there's something that goes against TOS on it, then it doesn't. Then it doesn't really help that it's partially transparent or not. You know. You like the new canvas setup? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna. I keep trying to upgrade every time, trying to learn from previous times. So easier to see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, so sorry, kind of a chaotic start, but I'm glad to see you guys here. You made it. Welcome in, Stray D. Welcome in. But yeah, let me kind of go over what we're going to be doing today. Basically, if you look at the reference on YouTube, it's in the bottom right. On Twitch here, I'll make it a bit bigger. I'm not prepared, but whatever. So yeah, this is a picture that I took around McGill campus in Montreal, and today I did a value study of it. So just on Procreate on my iPad, I went in and I basically tried to figure out where are the big groups of values that I would want to group together for a painting. And now we're gonna try and sketch it out on the canvas and paint it. And I have also a much bigger canvas today. You can see it compared to my hand. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Is this confusing? What's confusing, Straight D? All right. So let's start with sketching. Hank. What's up, Brickwell? What you want? What you want? Where's my ruler? There it is. All right. So yeah, let's start by kind of establishing our like horizon line. Kind of be in the, yeah, it's definitely in the middle where the back cars are. Yeah, if we zoom in like here on the reference, there's this like back car in the back, and that line here, pretty much in the middle of the canvas. Let me just calculate the actual middle of this. This is 18 inches. So around 9 will be the middle. I could even use this for keeping it straight. Have a reference line here. Like that. Annoying orange ref? What you talking about, Brick? All right. So let's try to kind of gauge portions of everything. So if that's the line up there, kind of halfway down, or a bit higher than halfway down is going to be the top of the head of this character. Okay. Know where the character is. What you doing? We're doing a watercolor today, Straight D. Is the YouTube video title YouTube account name? Really? Is that my title on YouTube? Oh, I see. Okay, it did create like a whole other. Okay, wait, let me fix that real quick. That's so annoying when it does that. All right, so let me delete this. Change the title. All right, are we okay? Title's changed. All right, I think we're chilling now. All right. Also, how's the music volume? Are we vibing it? Right now you're troubleshooting, but there's not much I can do because most things are controlled by Ink's account. What are you troubleshooting exactly? So is the song request working? You can type exclamation mark song queue, I think, to get a link to the queue of all the songs. It isn't doing song requests anymore. No. Why? So wait, maybe. So earlier when I was trying it, it only started working when I put the command cost to 0. So here, let me put the command cost back to 0 instead of 50, and try again. Try again to request something. When I was testing on my own, that's when it started working. But I didn't know why. Okay, yeah. So it seems like the command cost part of it is somehow part of the issue. So I guess they're gonna cause 0 for now. For this stream. You know, mess with it after stream if you want it. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Well, depending how late the stream goes to, either that or tomorrow. You know. Why don't you come over to the Twitch side of things, Brick Wall? I think you need to make it a clickable thing to make it cost points. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying my best. The whole reason the stream was so late today was setting this up. Oh, I'm realizing that the canvas is kind of flipped. I flip it the other way. It might look weird though. I feel because then it looks like it's like not facing me. But here, let's try. Might be fine. At least that way it matches the reference. Is it 5 requests per viewer per stream? I'm honestly not sure. I know there's some limitations in terms of, like time between requests, and there might be some amount of request limitations too. Okay, and I can even see like what people have requested. So this one was requested by Riptide, and the next one is requested by Nate. Okay, perfect. That way I know who to roast. Requesting as a test. Still a good song. I wasn't addressing that specific comment to you. I just meant in general. Know that you're not anonymous with your requests. That's all I'm saying. Ink, can I make a bit of a controversial joke? Uh, if you have to ask, I would say probably not. All right. I'm making this character in front so big, I also got to make them relatively detailed. Even though I am going to try and keep this pretty abstract in general. All right. Welcome back, Boston. What if it's music but not official music video? I think it's fine. I think you just have to put the title, right? Like if you copy paste the title from YouTube of like the video you're trying to play. I did put a filter that actually filters that it has to be a song though. So like it won't just play like it won't just play anything. So it does have to be a song. I'm gonna go a bit. It's actually like a whole different ball game trying to get the right proportions on like a big canvas like this. I gotta be more. Gotta pay attention a bit more. where I'm starting and ending my lines. Account name and YouTube title worked. Okay, okay. Yeah, we're all gonna figure this out together. Actually, this card in the distance is so unbelievably small. Oh. So a very, very small character here. Yeah, like kind of this is the horizon. It's kind of like halfway. Building back here. Let me go get my water real quick so I can stay hydrated. You want me to sing something in chat? I'd rather you put the song in the song queue. Here to there is kind of the same to up here. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring this section maybe a bit up a bit. It doesn't have to be an exact copy, as long as I get the energy of it. Freeze here. So we kind of want it to end all the way up here. So it's like that point reference. There's the ones. Cross. Okay. Yeah, there's one in the very mid. Here. Abul, welcome in. Was my singing good? As long as you stand by me. So darling, stand. I'll imagine that you sing it with gusto, Brickwall. Do you like my song suggestion? Yeah. The last song was yours. It was good. I did like it. You go to McGill? Oh hell yeah. We live relatively close then. Do you recognize this reference? I mean, I took the picture, but you recognize where this is? Yeah, you know exactly. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I went to Concordia myself, but this is a picture I took when I passed by. Hmm. I definitely my proportions are off, but so be it. We'll call it artistic liberty and we'll move on. Buzz this up a bit, we can kind of put 2 cars in here now. You'll do some cool reflections with it, I think. A couple peaks coming in this way. Actually, not as big. They're further up. Gotta figure out posts are. Base ourselves on that for the pH back here. Kind of using my like value study and my reference at the same time, because sometimes like my value study I lose necessarily a bit of the details that help me actually sketch it out. All right, all right. Did you like the song suggestion, the instrumental a few songs ago? Yeah, so far they've all been pretty good. Do you or have you played COD Inc? I've played the mobile version. Well, actually, I've played the PC version and I played the mobile version, but more recently I've played the mobile version. See my Patreon Ask Edition. Have you done any progress? No, not yet, Saturn. But yeah, you said you wanted the Saturn like on the Cape, right? I think it should be fine to do that. Yeah. I don't think it'll be a problem. I kind of wish I had just projected my value study onto the canvas. That would have been probably the smart play. Start making all these lamp posts. I do have them at like a little bit of a lean forwards. What's this song? uh, was a great suggestion, Carlos. Okay, I think that's good for the first lamppost. I don't need my other. Oh yeah, this was a flower pot here. I don't know to what extent I'm gonna render that for reference. Base of the lamppost is here. Bench here. Cover my pencil a bit. Got absurdly lucky with worlds today. In terms of what? Ink and people on Twitch see YouTube messages. Yeah, yeah. They appear similar to how they do on YouTube. Just I assume that their attention might not always be on the YouTube messages though. They are there. That and make it go all the way up there. Yeah. Actually, making these lampposts with straight brush strokes is going to be pretty challenging. One that's going to be on this side is before the posts. I think the posts are actually a bit too close. I think that's part of my problem. Lamppost kind of has to be right of the here, so like there. Up, not that far. Actually, a bit below this one. That should be good. They kind of go like back and forth the lampposts. You have like nearest one here, then the one on the right, then left and right, kind of like zigzags. So I also need them to go down as they go back further. It's gonna be interesting to see everyone's different song preferences. Yeah, it really is. Like the normal piano versions too. I can play some of them on piano. Do you have YouTube videos of you playing them? You could actually play them on stream. Anyone on Twitch want to chat? Well, Brick, it's a bit like you can see the chats from both sides, but it's a bit hard to like pinpoint someone, cross chat, and talk to them specifically. Ref, what's up? I just came from Carnival SXM. Not sure what that is. But nice start you got there. It looks cool and awesome. Keep doing what you're doing and always stay positive, fellow artist. Thank you, Husky. Welcome in. Comes in and immediately alts with some positive vibes. Love it. Okay, so this next one would be a little bit higher up for it to make sense. If we make it start here, I think it should be good. Make it end here, I think. Maybe a little bit higher like this. Gotta make it a little bit thinner though. Yeah, I really don't know how I'm gonna keep these like super thin with like the brush strokes. That's gonna be really challenging. Okay, so then this one here kind of has to be a little bit in between. I kind of want it to be on top of the building in the back here. Like these buildings should have been more left. Also, this building should have been smaller. But hey, whatever. We'll make do. Kind of just focused on making sure that they they go down in scale as we go down the road. If they don't, that's going to be the biggest tell that these that'll make these feel off. I love the art community. I'm glad to be a part of it. Some art deserves praise. No AI art allowed. Hell yeah. Are you already on our Discord, Husky? If so, you feel free. If not, feel free to join it. Okay, so they go down in scale. That was the main thing to look out for when drawing these. Try to refine a couple of these lines. That try to also kind of figure out where the vegetation, well, exactly, create the right delimitations. On top here. So on this one too. Here, and it goes all the way up the street. all the way here. Yeah, in front of where the car is here. This is all vegetation. I remember listening to quite a bit of Lindsey Sterling. Music videos are really good. Some very epic stringing. Hey, Brick Wall. I see you made it to Twitch. Welcome in. You get to jam with us. Glad to see you here. All right. Actually, I think yeah. Problem was that I think I needed this whole thing to be higher up here. I'm not going to end the road there. Or about the camera moving while I'm doing this. We'll end the road up here. Little man. Oh. I think I will use some masking fluid. Since all my white areas are very precise and they're not necessarily centered around all the same areas, it'd be good to use some masking fluid. In the far future, I'm going to create an animated project titled The Husky and the Rabbit, A Shared Legacy. It has famous voice actors you know and love, but I don't know how to animate, so yeah. But you already have the famous voice actors? Who are they? Anyone should be able to add songs, Brickwall. Sketch looks good so far. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a bit of warpage in terms of like the perspective. No, not the perspective, just the I mean kind of perspective, but just like the size of buildings relative to distance. But I think it might look fine in the end. Sure you won't get copyrighted? Well, basically, on YouTube, you can't hear the music. And that's how I set it up. So like, there shouldn't be any copyright issues. And on Twitch, you can set it up so that the the live and the VOD have different tracks going to them. Maybe some animating group should help me out on that. It takes a while to draw your original characters frame by frame. Funnily enough, the main character is voiced by man who made Family Guy. I don't know the name. In his Brian voice. Ah. I didn't even watch all of Family Guy. Honestly, my take is Family Guy is very low quality humor. I feel like there's so many cartoons that have really good high quality humor, like Bob's Burgers, for example. It's not just like cheap humor, and like Family Guy and like American Dad. It's always cheap humor. All right. I think the sketch is good, but I don't know. Maybe it is enough. I feel like I'm gonna do like my first wash, and I'm gonna like lose so much of this sketch. There's nothing like the present to try. Oh, but I do need to put these little pillars back in. They're past the second hole over here, and before this last one. They kind of gotta be here. I feel like they're like the little pillars that like stop people from coming on the road with cars. Also, there's the manhole here. That's a bit too big, actually. But don't worry, my project won't have such dry humor like Family Guy. I'll have some good and funny humor that people actually find funny. Awesome. You have all the scripts written? How far along are you? Or how much of this is just a vague idea? Just so you're aware, my cousin and my entire family tree and everyone in it has ADHD, but two people. Those two have ADD. I mean, you can't guarantee the whole family tree, right? The older generation never got diagnosed for such things. I'm pretty sure my grandma has some form of ADD, but she was never diagnosed as such. That wasn't a thing back then. I was randomly scrolling and found you. Anyway, peace out. All right, see you. See you around, Boston. I'm not even writing a script. I just think of the script at the top of my head. After I'm done drawing all the characters and the villains and some side drawings, I'll start writing a script. All right, cool. Good luck. I hope to see it come to fruition one day. If it motivates you at all, I promise you I'll watch it on stream. Who knows, maybe by then I'll be big enough for it to be a relevant publicity boost. Alrighty. Kind of at a point where it's like, do I sketch more or am I just sketching to procrastinate starting? Both of those things might be possible. As in, like, do I need to sketch more or am I just procrastinating? Because, like I said, so much of this sketch is just I'm just going to lose it after the first wash. How long do you think this will take you to draw? My goal is to finish it this stream. So like this whole stream is this. That's the goal. And so maybe like once I start laying the paint down, which shouldn't be in too long, maybe it'll take I don't know, 3 hours. Sometimes watercolor can be pretty fast. You got a roster of characters going? Awesome. And there's always like there's like both sides of like doing these like sketches in pencil before. You know, there's a part of it where you know you're afraid you're gonna lose it once you start the watercolor because it kind of like picks up the lead. And there's the other part where you're afraid it's gonna stay there too much and you're gonna see it in the final result. That's like a it's a hard balance to try to pull sometimes. All right. So my first wash, I want really kind of like a neutral, some sort of neutral gray. Let's pull spheres at the top of these. I want some relatively neutral gray going into. It's gonna go into green, so it can be a bit bluish. I think I'm gonna do like a bit of a bluish gray. And I do kind of want to erase these poles a little bit more. I am going to end up going on top of them, some of these leaves. All right. I do have to make sure this window really lines up with the one below it, though. Otherwise, that's going to look really off. Not too much lead there either, though. Okay. I think we'll kind of do our color choices as we mix. Are you guys ready for some watercolor? Let me go get my palette. I tried a new thing today. I saw that basically for watercolor, you can keep your paints wet, like keeping a damp paper towel with your paints and trying to like seal it best you can. So I kind of put it in a bag and I put it in the fridge as well. Apparently, like having it in like a cold temperature also keeps the paints wet. But my paints were dry to begin with, so this was kind of an attempt to put put life into my paints again through this method. I don't know if it'll have worked. Let's see. Take this out. All right, it's definitely still wet and active. So let's try to use them. Oh. The only disadvantage with the current setup is that I cannot show the palette on stream. Actually, let me just put it like it's for water. I didn't notify you. Well, you just missed the sketch. We're about to start the watercolor. He's locked in. Yeah, we're locking in. You try it again, but it still doesn't work. You're trying to add a song to the queue. It's exclamation mark SR and then put the name of your song. Yeah. Project series will have up to 9 seasons. How do you know it's gonna have 9 seasons already? I need assistance. Saturn just doxed my country. Damn, should we dox Saturn? Should I leak his address on stream as revenge? Oh, Odyssey was able to request one. Are you still unable to request one? All right, I'm gonna go fill my water, and I'll be right back. Right, got my waters. Here. Oh, okay. So, oh wait, the song request cost points now. It seems because the stream elements says the song request costs 200 points and you only have 0. So that's probably why the song request isn't working for you, Brickwall. Inca's unknowingly set up for only subs, but I changed that. I literally went in and put everyone instead of subs. Here, I clicked save again on the command. Let's see if that worked. But like on my end, it says like user level everyone. It was a subscriber before stream. Maybe we'd have to restart stream for it to actually. Okay, no, it still didn't work for you, huh? Huh. Damn. Here, wait. Let me. I guess we'll have to troubleshoot it after stream. Come to that. Unfortunately, sorry. Where's my favorite brush? There it is. All right. The larger issue is that Stream Elements is based off its own point system, and right now there doesn't seem to be a way to set up to earn them. Oh, is that why nobody could do it earlier when I set it to like a certain amount of points? Ah, I see. I see. Hello, toast person. How you doing? All right. So I'm currently just mixing some colors. Let's try and get a nice neutral tint that leans towards blue. Sorry, I keep hitting the. Actually, my phone's at 100%. I'm gonna unplug this. Hopefully that'll last for the rest of the stream, and that way I'll stop hitting the camera. So I really need a lot of water for this first wash. And looking at the reference, it's gonna basically, this is kind of pretty homogeneous. The ground can be a little bit darker than the sky. Except for these like spots of like light that I'm trying to do underneath the lampposts. That's the idea. I'm really wondering if this is going to be enough. I am gonna. What color is this even? Like a dark. Red out. I wish I could show my mixing a bit more. That's like the next upgrade I gotta do. I need like a camera just for my palette so that I can show you guys all like the mixing of the colors that I. Okay, this seems like a good mixture. When we go down into the buildings, and we're not gonna try to put any color in. We're really gonna stick to this mix. We can keep it quite homogeneous, even at the bottom now. All right. Let's just start. So the first pieces of light that we're gonna want to actually like avoid gonna be the light. Actually, let me spritz it a little bit, get a bit of light in it. Yeah, here we want to contour light there. So we're kind of safe until we kind of get underneath the lights. Part of me is also thinking I might have gone too dark with this original mixture, but maybe not. We'll see. And I am gonna go in with. Actually, let me keep this kind of bead of water at the bottom going, that it stays alive. And I do kind of want to go in with a dry brush and just remove a bit around the the light here. Give it a bit more uniformly than that, though. Same here. Remove a bit around the light. All right. I missed a little spot there. That correction is fine. Now we're starting to get a bit more into the foliage. I am going to go on top of with the green anyway, but might actually want to incorporate that into this wash as well. Because like everything here on this side down into here. Give it another quick spritz to keep it alive. A little bit too ambitious at the bottom here on the car. That's the next bit of light as well that we're going to want to avoid. On the still get a bit of light taken off of these lamps. Was the pigment stuck on the brush there? And try and kind of contour the places where there's light. Go back in with just like a wet brush. Get those light sections in there. Don't go on top of the headphones. Wait to with the water again. Side here, create this light area here as well. Well, I kind of left it a bit up here by accident. Keep it low since we're going to darken this after anyway. It's okay to go on that. We just gotta spritz it a bit. Gotta avoid the tote bag that we have here that we're gonna try and keep white for the most part. Right. Um, success of this is not yet determinable, I think. Didn't go exactly as I planned. I think I need a bigger brush for this size. I think that's my problem. For part of it at least. Oh. All right, what's going on in chat? I've been locked in for a hot minute. Hello, Saturn's alt. Ink, can you pull up the reference photo on YouTube? It is there. It's at the bottom right. I'm kind of like moving around on it sometimes. Um, man, it's really gonna come down to this next layer. Really gonna come down. It's not looking like much right now. Not gonna lie. But hey, a lot of watercolors start like this, though. To be fair. I'm blowing the Bob Rossi vote. Yeah. Oh. All right, let's dry this and go at it with another layer. Oh. Yeah, I think I really just needed a bigger brush. But no, I see potential. I see potential. I think there's a lot more. I think my main thing is there's a lot more texture than I intended there to be. That's like my main like little hiccup. A lot more texture than I intended there to be. Let's try this. On mute. All right. I think I got it dry. Also, I'm wondering. Settings I can adjust for you guys to see better. If I put the gamma down, contrast higher, kind of a bit more what I'm seeing. Makes things a little bit more visible. Although that's a bit. Like that, I think. That for now. Yeah, we really need a dance in Simon emote. It is theoretically in progress. Ah, got paint on my finger. All right. Now we need to create this big shape of all the buildings. You can possibly. So we got to do it in such a way that we don't. We can always keep the wash alive. What's going to be challenging is that this wash kind of goes on both sides at the same time, and it has to be highly pigmented enough that that there's not that much like the bead that we're gonna have is not gonna be as liquid. There's gonna be more like pigment in it. It's gonna be a bit harder. All right. I think I'm gonna start by just mixing some colors. So kind of like get a get a good mixture for like my trees, for example. Nice, nice tree green. And when we go from the back to the front, we also have to kind of go from less to more opacity as well. Let me make sure I have kind of like these colors ready. There's a medium yellow. Right. And then the buildings, we kind of gotta use kind of the same color we used for the sky and the ground. Which I realized that I kind of dipped in between purple all the way to blue. Skill issue. That wasn't the intent. Where's my other nice brush? There it is. All right, so use this one for. Right. the more bluish red mixture. Let me get some out. The crimson red, or was it a brilliant red? This was a brilliant red. Brilliant red here. Also, we can probably dip into the like burnt sienna a bit. Building. Burnt sienna. My aquamarine ready as well. You're going Saturn, no worries. See you around. Banger. All right. So let's kind of create this purplish blue. We want for like the background buildings. This over here and the palette to get some water reverb color. All right, so if that is that and this definitely needs to be a bit more in the background, a little bit more of the blue. All right, a little bit of the red as well. All right, here goes nothing. This is the building back here in the background. Then it gets just overrun by foliage on both sides. And here separates the abruptly. And we have the building here. try to kind of keep it alive and going all the way over here. Need need to start getting a little bit darker over here, and a little bit less blue as well. Oh, you get green all the way up here. Let's see. Just gotta re-wet that, reactivate it. Oh no. Over that with some after. Waddle. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. And he waddled away. Waddle. And next day. Grapes? Waddled away. Waddle, waddle. 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 Waddled away. I forgot that part of the song. What's this? I think this is gonna be like so overworked. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not doing any of this anywhere near fast enough. Oh, darken this. Get this faded out. I think here too. Go down to down here. Get a bit of dry brushing here. Light texture. All right, while things are still wet, I kind of want to add some bit more pale foliage. Yeah, my spray is like too thick and it created a lot of texture. It's not like a fine mist. Squirrels in My Pants, best show ever. Never heard of it. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be offensive at all, but this looks a bit overworked. Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure it does. You're absolutely right. But, I'm still gonna somehow try to trust the process and keep going. Never heard of Phineas and Ferb? Oh, I've heard of Phineas and Ferb, yeah. I've never watched it. I was gonna have to yell at you for a few hours, but you get some sense into you. Should I watch it? Oh my god, I forgot like a whole goddamn section in the middle that needed to be part of this layer. Hmm. Yeah, I'll watch it. All right. Add it to my list. See if we can kind of create some rays. Ah, now we've definitely overworked it. We're committing. Oh, this has been a disaster, honestly. My colors in the background are not muted at like enough whatsoever. Like that green in the back is way too neon. The color mixing was off. The the speed at which I'm able to actually also like I can't I don't really know how to really do lampposts really good. Have like the light. Oh, I can you please draw a paint brook from One Piece? I'm not drawing people's suggestions today. Today I'm struggling my way through this painting, trying trying my best to not give up on it right now. That's the uh, that's where I'm at right now. Will you do it soon? If you come on a stream where I draw people's suggestions, then I might. But I don't do copyrighted suggestions. I don't do things from like pop culture. I do original creations. Hey, welcome, Gold Roger. Thank you for the follow. Ink Army, yeah. Wow, the Ink Army now. All right, I need y'all to motivate me to actually continue this because I'm feeling pretty in the dumps about it. If I'm being quite honest, I don't like sure like I'm gonna add contrast, but like I don't think it's gonna be enough to salvage this painting. It looks great. Oh, wish I could take that to heart. Oh, you're so cool. You should make a YouTube channel. Do you always paint? No, not always. Most of the time, before I was doing digital, but this week I'm painting, and I was doing some master studies earlier in the week. All right, let's. I think. I think if we'll do a layer on top of the trees to get more darkness in the trees, and then after that we'll do the lamppost in the other places. Hello, toast person. All right, let me dry this real quick. You like these guys? I'm glad you like them. I haven't like fully like actually thought about what should go into like the like subs versus the follows for like the emotes yet, so they might like move around still. But yeah, I'm glad you're liking them. My favorite one is the heart one. Did you draw them? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna mute the dry. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for responding for me, Riptide. You do need the honk command, yeah. So many things to set up. It's crazy. It never ends. I wish I could set them up for you, but most things have to be done from your end. Yeah, I know. I know, I know. I know you would. I appreciate it. I will randomly do 16 push-ups. Hell yeah, go for it. Get your exercise in. All right, so now for these polls, I really need practically like a black. I really need a lot of saturation in it. Uh, you're done. Awesome. 16 is a good amount of push-ups. That's why when I've made Discords in the past, it's nice that I can create it and have all the owner permissions. Then after everything is properly set up, transfer ownership over. Yeah, that was key. I wouldn't have set that up in anywhere near the same amount of time you did. It's taken me forever. and it also honestly just wouldn't have been done for a very long time. All right, 2 out of 4 lampposts done. Oh, go join the Discord, Brick. Awesome. 3 a.m. for you? Go to bed, dude. What you doing? What you doing? Like this was supposed to be like a night scene. Like not night, but like foggy. Ugh. Ah, struggle. Like so like this color is just way too vibrant. Way too vibrant in the back. Doesn't doesn't even it doesn't mesh well with the front tree colors either. Like honestly, if this green was at least closer to this green, it would look a bit better. But even at that, just the entire homogeny of the piece is just not there. Oi 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 oi. I think you don't need to keep going at it if you don't feel like you can. Take it as a learning experience, maybe. Yeah, it's just there's so many pieces that like it's normal for art to go through ugly stages, especially in watercolor. But like this one might be a permanent ugly stage, if you know what I mean. I don't. Yeah, that is my that is my current opinion on it right now. And I honestly think it looks a little bit better on camera than it does in person right now. You mean permanent learning experience? Yeah. Yes. We're gonna be all positive about it. What's happening in this song right now? Or we can be pessimistic if you really want. I guess positive is better. I guess positive better. It's just every every day this week I did say like the goal is to like learn and humble myself, but this definitely has been the most humbling of them all. They'll say that. I was starting to get really excited that I was going to be allowed to be pessimistic. You can be pessimistic if you like. I won't. I won't police your reaction. I feel like if I had some like gouache or something, I would like use this as like a base sketch and just start gouaching over it. Wow. Be minimalist. Yeah, I mean that was the kind of idea the whole way through. That's the kind of like like that's the idea with the study I did. This is like the digital study that I did to kind of figure out my values. And honestly, I think a lot of this also I think comes down to like getting using a bigger brush because like on a page this big, I can't be like working at the same area for like so long. I mean, for sure, my color mixing really was not good on this one. I YOLO'd the greens too much. That's what happened. I used this like Viridian color in the back, thinking that like instead of kind of just like mixing in some of my phthalo or ultramarine into my green to make it a bit more blue in the back, I Viridian green, and it's not it. Now everything that comes from here, so sorry, but you said I could. All right, be minimalist, as I said, but I don't think that piece of advice says as much as you might think it does. This painting turned out pretty bad. It doesn't seem like you followed your value study that well. It probably would have been better if you just projected it. Yeah, yeah. It would have been better if I had projected for the sketch and then followed the value study and kind of not worried about the hue so goddamn much. I think I got a bit too caught up in like the trees is gonna go here. I gotta make this undercoat green. And in reality the whole atmosphere of this was gonna be so dark anyway that like it was gonna maybe a hint of green, but just like an undertone, like. And this is the biggest piece of paper you've used so far, but the only one you failed at. True. Sort of seems like it became a waste of paper. Absolutely right. But I learned Bigger paper, bigger brush. Bigger paper, bigger brush. Ah. Yeah, I gotta like look at like I need like a step back on this and kind of like this task failed successfully. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if there's okay. So task is failed. Okay, we've already established that task is failed. Now, how do we like play around with this some more to try and see, techniques we might be able to use in future approaches, Even from this crappy angle on stream, I can see it looks pretty bad. Wow. Also, the light coming through a lamppost doesn't seem to hit the leaves right. Oof. Oof. All right, it's already fucked. We know that. Let's Because it's already fucked, let's just fuck with it. Doesn't Overworking doesn't matter at this point. It's fucked. So let me try some shit. I don't like this color. Let me fucking like try and like dab it off. Reactivate the whole ass painting. And see what kind of like things we can do. See, already like this, we can kind of lighten it. Let's make sure I don't put too much water on my monitor. Can we swear now? Fuck yes. We've always been able to swear here. I just don't do it that often. I got so much water on my mouse. Drenching my entire table in water. Not ideal. Look, you're finally improving the painting by getting rid of it. Damn. Damn, Riptide did have the savage in them. Let's see if we can like kind of bring some colors that make a bit more sense into this background here. Oh, there's so much fucking water now. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it after spraying it 25 times the water would run down the page? Yeah, we are kind of like getting rid of that Viridian though. Which is good news. And while we got this so goddamn wet, there's some nice little like lights in the back of this car that are like red. Wondering if we can kind of show that. Right. You have worse. You, but I'm done now. It's fine. It's fine. I think I needed it, honestly. I needed that. That honestly, I think helped me more. Because it like made me stop giving a fuck. And because of that, I'm able to just try some shit. Oh, don't want to try me? Do I not? Do I not? Is it really that bad? Are we really gonna turn to the dark side? There's a little bit less of that Viridian. A little bit more homogenized. What do I look like? A double fucking rainbow to you? What time is it? Oh my, it's 9:43? What happened? Where did the time go? What happened? I was thinking it was gonna be like 8:30 or something. It went. It sure did go. It sure went to hell. Yeah, it went to hell. Exactly. Exactly right. I I locked in on this garbage is what happened. Oof. Oh. All right. All right. All right. All right. just like, and that's like for homogenized painting, you need really those big washes, those big washes that flow into each other. Don't have kinda just not they don't flow together in enough pigment or bright hues. I thought you realized that. No, I had no idea it was almost 10 p.m. He'll be RB. No worries, those person. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're asking me if I'm one of those single tiered people? What the fuck is a single tiered person? Is it like a macho man? Can't cry. They can only cry like one tear out of one eye. The only thing I can think of. I low-key, mean low key? You low key am not? Fuck did you just write? Oh, oh, low key, genuinely. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. maybe, maybe I try this exact painting again tomorrow. Maybe I just do it until I get it right. You gotta go. No worries, brick wall. No worries. We're probably gonna end soon anyway. Now that I know what time it is. Remember, I am never sorry. All right. Sorry. Sorry. Night, brick. Hmm. But I don't have like a bigger brush. Yeah, the only ones I have is like the non-watercolor ones. I got like this. Maybe with this tomorrow I can try. You get you really like do a wash so fast with this. I could maybe try to use the other side of this paper as well. So maybe tomorrow I retry this painting on a smaller piece of paper. That way I by default have the correct size brushes. If it goes well on the smaller piece of paper, then later I can retry on a bigger one. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. All right. Is there who is left on stream right now? Ghost person, you're back. Riptide, you're here. We have do we have enough people to do a raid? I think we only have Riptide, Nate, and Toast Person, I think, watching. Always low. Do you have anyone in mind, Riptide? Oh, this song is nice. Never heard it before. Let me hear my song. No worries. I think I've heard this guy before. I think he does like some like songs on like Instagram, right? Or probably TikTok and YouTube as well. But I think I've seen him through Instagram. You have someone he almost never streams this late, but he is right now. Sure, but in a minute. Well, you can time it for when this song ends because it still like takes like a minute or something for it to start the raid. I think. Do, 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 do. Oh, thank you, Riptide, Toast Person, and Nate. Oh yeah, Ditama. Yeah, I know them. You brought them over to the stream at some point, like when I first started streaming. I'm following them as well. He spent 900 channel points on this. Hell yeah, let's go. ink blob sunglasses.